Good evening, everybody. It's Sunday night, and I'm having major internet troubles this evening for some reason. So, hope this is going to work for me, but kind of intermittent. The internet comes on and my internet goes out. But anyway, what you all are going to be doing this week is basically finalizing our toxicology unit. So, you're going to be doing some review and taking a test, and then we'll be moving onward to a new topic for our last couple of weeks of learning. But either way, what you're going to be looking for on the Forensics 2 page is a black folder that's dated May the 11th through May the 15th, which is tomorrow through Friday. And when you open that up, there are directions that you'll need to read. So even though I'm verbalizing the directions and taking you through the different folders, I may fail to say something. So it would be definitely a wise idea to open up the directions and actually read them. But you're going to go to Activity Folder 1, which is all about review. So we have a couple of ways for you to review to get ready for the test. So we would like you to take the pre-assessment questions again. You did this a while ago, so you're probably not remembering, but you're going to get in there and open those questions up, and you can take them as many times as you need to until you have a perfect score on those pre-assessment questions. They are not specifically for a grade. But again, it would be wise to go through those questions because you may see some of those exact questions on your test. So why not check them out and make sure you know the answers to them? Then we have two different ways for you to review, and you can choose. You can choose to do either a Quizlet or you can choose to do a more traditional review guide. You can also choose to do both. Only one of them is graded, but obviously doing both of them will give you more practice and give you a better test score. When you do the Quizlet, if you're going to use that as your graded review assignment, which you're going to submit on this page at the bottom, but when you're doing the Quizlet, the way that you'll let us know or let me know that you actually did the Quizlet is I want you to take 3 different screenshots of your time. It's called a timestamp. So I brought my arrow down to the bottom of my computer. This is where my time is. So you'll want to show a starting time and then a midway time and then an ending time. And you can either upload those three screenshots to this submission page individually, or you can basically paste them all into one Google Doc and then upload that Google Doc. But again, I'll need to see at least 15 minutes of play on the Quizlet site so that I know that you're doing some preparation to get ready for the test. This review guide is a more traditional review guide. You also got a paper copy of it when we were in class together on that last day. So I made a Google form for it in case you don't know where your paper copy is. But for those of you that can hunt down your paper copy and you like writing on paper, you can complete the review guide, take a picture of it, and then upload it on the submission page. If you're using the Google form, then obviously you're just going to upload that on the submission page. So again, these activities are all about review. And so again, everybody should go and work through the pre-assessment questions. Again, won't take you long. But again, you may see some of those actual questions on the test, so it's a good idea. And then you either need to play Quizlet or do the traditional review, timestamp 3 times, 15 minutes of play, or the more traditional review, upload one of those assignments onto this submission page. But again, my suggestion is that you do both because again, the better prepared you are, the better your test scores will be. Then back to the main folder. Activity folder 2 is your actual test. And so if you are entitled to accommodations, you will see this folder, which is black, that says Modified Toxicology Test. So if that is something that you are entitled to, that is the folder that you'll want to open up to take the test, although you're always welcome to take the regular test. If you are a regular test person, in other words, not entitled to accommodations, I don't think you'll see this folder. You should just then open up the regular test. And I realize that you have the ability to look up all kinds of answers and look back at notes and all those kinds of things, which is fine, perfectly fine. But I do want you to know that I set a 70-minute time limit on the test. So you'll want to watch your time and not get so hung up looking up answers that you run out of time because the test is set up to be taken only once. So again, that's why I'm suggesting that you do the review, so that you are prepared to take the test. And then our last folder is basically test corrections. And they are the same test corrections that we've done all along. So let me open that up for you. I'll have to click on this and make a copy. That just basically keeps you from writing on my original. So I've minimized the choices of why you maybe missed the question a little bit. So now there are just 6. But again, you're going to put the question number you missed. Hopefully you won't miss anything. And then you're going to rewrite the question. And so you can just copy and paste the question in this spot. But most importantly is that make sure you write the word answer, not the letter answer. Again, don't put A, B, C, or D. Actually write the word answer so that your brain makes the connection as to why you missed that and what the answer, the correct answer is. And then obviously over here, you'll put a reflection choice. And then that will be, let me get rid of that. Go back to my folder. That then, once you get your test corrections done, you'll upload them to this submission page. And if you didn't miss any test questions, bravo. And there's no need then to do the test correction page. I'll just put in a 10 out of 10 for you just because you were brilliant and you got a 100 on your test. Now I want to go back to one folder real quick, and to this activity folder. This is something new that I've learned. Basically, I can make it so that you have to do things in a particular order. So you're going to read the directions first and do the pre-assessment questions first. Once you get those done, then that will open up these next 2 activities, your choice of review. And then when you get the review guide done or the Quizlet done, whichever you choose, but if you get the review guide done or the Quizlet done, then that will open up the review guide key. So again, it's basically locked down, and you are being asked then to do things in a particular order, so you're not jumping around. And so again, reviewing needs to be done before the test, and then obviously the test needs to be done before the test corrections. So I'll get on later in the week and check in on you and make sure all things are going well. And sorry if I seem kind of scatterbrained, but my internet being down has really, really messed with my mind. So I hope I've said everything I needed to say. But again, if you look at the directions for the week, everything is in there as well. So I will talk to you later. Hope you have a good start to your week and a good week in general. And I'll be checking back in with you later during the week, giving you an update and making any corrections if needed where maybe things are not going as well as they should be going. So don't forget that you can go back and make up any missing assignments for no grade penalty. And that would be really, really important to do because we're kind of getting close to all this remote learning for this school year anyway, coming to an end. So don't let yourself get really behind. So I shall talk with you later, and have a good rest of your evening.